Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the problems involving mole concept in solution, including mass percentage, strength, molarity, molality, normality. Now the next term in the mole concept is mole fraction. Mole fraction is defined as in a solution and we know that solution consists of two components, that is solute and solvent. I have already told you that solute is the second component and solvent is always considered as the first component. So in a solution, the mole fraction is equal to the total number of moles of that component which we have taken of that component divided by total number of moles. Clear? In a solution, the mole fraction is equal to total number of moles of that component divided by total number of moles of all the component. Now we will discuss only about the binary solution, which consists of only two components, one is solute and other is solvent. So suppose we have two components, one is named as 1 and other is named as 2. So the mole fraction of first component is written as x1, therefore x1 is equal to, it is defined as total number of moles of that component, जिसका हम यहाँ पर मोल फ्रैक्शन लेंगे उसी के हम यहाँ पर नंबर ऑफ मोल्स लेंगे. Therefore this x1, that is mole fraction of the first component, is equal to number of moles of first component divided by number of moles of all the component. Now we have only two component, first and second, therefore it is equal to n1 plus n2. Similarly, if we have to calculate the mole fraction of second component, it is again equal to number of moles of the second component. Look here, this is the second component mole fraction and this is the number of moles of the second component divided by total number of moles of all the components. Clear? And the sum of mole fraction is always equal to 1. If we have a large number of components, suppose we have 2, 3, 4 or any number of components, in that case sum of mole fraction of the components is always equal to unity, that it is always equal to 1. Or in short, if we have calculated x1, then x2 can be obtained as, suppose हमारे पास दो कंपोनेंट है x1 और x2, therefore x1 plus x2 becomes equal to 1. अगर हमने सपोज x1 निकाला है तो डायरेक्टली हम यहाँ से x2 को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं विदाउट यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. देयरफॉर इन दैट केस x2 is equal to 1 minus x1. In this way we can obtain the mole fraction of the second component. Clear? The next concentration term is called as ppm. The next concentration term is called as ppm. This ppm stands for parts per million. So in this case, the concentration of very dilute solution is expressed in terms of parts of solute by mass present in million parts of the solution. Therefore this ppm is equal to mass of solute divided by the mass of सॉल्यूशन मल्टीप्लाई बाय 10 रेज टू पावर 6, क्योंकि हम जो इसका सॉल्यूशन के हमने पार्ट्स लिए वो मिलियन में लिए हैं तो यहाँ पर वैल्यू क्या है 10 रेज टू पावर 6. दिस कंसनट्रेशन टर्म इज़ यूज टू एक्सप्रेस द कंसनट्रेशन ऑफ वेरी डाइल्यूट सॉल्यूशन. This term is used to calculate the concentration of very dilute solution. For example, the concentration of pollutant. The concentration of pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, which is present in minute quantities in the atmosphere, is expressed in terms of ppm. In that case, mass of the solute divided by mass of solution multiplied 10 raised to power 6. In this way, we can calculate the concentration of very dilute solution. The next topic is how to solve the problem based on molarity, molality and mole fraction. This is the numerical portion. Suppose a statement is given to us, calculate the molarity of NaOH solution prepared by dissolving 4 gram of its in 250 ml of the solution. Clear? I repeat it again. Calculate the molarity of NaOH solution prepared by dissolving its 4 gram in enough water to form 250 ml of the solution. So according to these statements, first of all we will write the terms given to us. So first term given to us is the solute amount, that is mass of solute. So the mass of solute given to us is 4 gram. The molar mass of solute, as we know the solute is NaOH, so the molar mass of solute is calculated as the number of sodium atom in this NaOH is 1, oxygen atom is also 1, hydrogen is also 1. Therefore molar mass is equal to 1 multiply atomic mass of sodium plus 1 multiply atomic mass of oxygen plus 1 multiply atomic mass of hydrogen. So it becomes equal to 1 multiply 23. Atomic mass of sodium is 23 plus 1 multiply atomic mass of oxygen 16 plus 1 multiply 1 atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. It becomes equal to 40 gram. Clear? Now volume of solution given to us is 250 ml. Volume of solution given to us is 250 ml and we have to calculate the molarity of the solution, and we know that molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter, and here the volume is given in milliliter. तो first of all हमें क्या करना है, इस ml को हम किस में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, लीटर में, dividing it by 1000, so it becomes equal to 0.25 liter. Now put these values in the expression of molarity, number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter. Now molarity is equal to number of moles, and we know that number of moles is equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of the solute, and the given mass of solute here is 4 gram and molar mass is 40, so it becomes equal to 4 divided by 40 volume of solution in liter, that is 0.25. इस डेसिमल को रिप्लेस करेंगे, इट बिकम्स इक्वल टू 100, 0 से 0 कैंसिल, 4 से 4 कैंसिल, इट बिकम्स इक्वल टू 10/25 और इट बिकम्स इक्वल टू 0.4 m. दिस m स्टैंड्स फॉर 0.4 मोलर सॉल्यूशन. मोलर मीन्स नंबर ऑफ मोल्स डिजोल्व पर लीटर. ठीक है, मोलर मीन्स नंबर ऑफ मोल्स dissolved per liter of the solution. In this way we can solve the numerical problem based on molarity, molality, mole fraction. Okay class, the next topic is section 9, percentage composition, empirical and molecular formula. So first of all we will start about how to calculate the percentage composition from the formula. हमारे पास एक फॉर्मूला गिवन होगा, उस फॉर्मूले में किस किस एलिमेंट, कितने एटम्स प्रेजेंट हैं उसको फाइंड आउट करेंगे और टोटल मास से हम उसको डिवाइड करके उसकी परसेंटेज को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. क्लियर? सो द परसेंटेज ऑफ एलिमेंट और एनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट, जो भी हमसे पूछा गया है उसको हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट बोलेंगे, इट मे बी एटम, मॉलिक्यूल और आयन, इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स बाय मास, नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स बाय मास ऑफ द एलिमेंट, जो भी एलिमेंट है उससे कितना मास कंबाइन कर रहा है, डिवाइड बाय मोलर मास ऑफ द कंपाउंड, जो भी हमने कंपाउंड लिया है उस पूरे कंपाउंड का मोलर मास मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. इन दिस वे वी कैन कैलकुलेट द परसेंटेज कंपोजिशन ऑफ द एलिमेंट present in the given formula. Suppose the compound given to us is magnesium sulfate, and we have to calculate the percentage composition of all the elements present in this magnesium sulfate. Now calculate the molar mass of compound. Mass of magnesium is 24, mass of sulfur atom is 32, plus 4 multiply mass of oxygen is 16. This 1 stands for 1 magnesium, this 1 stands for 1 sulfur, and this 4 stands for 4 atoms of oxygen atom. By calculating it as a whole, it comes out to be equal to 120 gram. This is the molar mass of the given compound, that is magnesium sulfate. Now we have to calculate the percentage of magnesium, sulfur and oxygen step by step. So percentage of magnesium is equal to number of parts बाय मास ऑफ मैग्नीशियम. हम जिसकी परसेंटेज निकालेंगे यहाँ पर न्यूमिनेटर में हम उसी के मास को लिखेंगे, नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स बाय मास ऑफ मैग्नीशियम डिवाइड बाय molar mass of the compound, that is magnesium sulfate, multiplied by 100. So it comes out to be 24 divided by 120 multiplied by 100. So it comes out to be 20%. Similarly, we can calculate the percentage of sulfur as number of parts by mass of sulfur combines 32 divided by 120 multiplied by 100. So it again comes out to be 26.67%. Third is number of parts by mass of oxygen combines. Now mass of oxygen in the given complete compound is 4 multiply 16, that is 64. हमें यहाँ पर सिर्फ 16 नहीं पुट करना, जितने आइटम्स हमारे प्रेजेंट हैं उन सब का जो सम आएगा वो 64 डिवाइड बाई 120 मल्टीप्लाई बाई 100. So it comes out to be 53.33%. In this way we can calculate the percentage composition of various elements present in the given compound.